Are you still manually cleaning your data, removing numbers, special characters, or hiding sensitive information? What if I told you there is a single function in Excel that can do all of this in seconds? Yes, you heard it right. It can do all of these things in seconds. Most users don't even know it exists. But once you see it, you will wonder how you ever managed without it. So stick with me and I will show you some mind-blowing tricks that will make you look like a true Excel pro. So let's begin with our today's tutorial. Here you can see I have created some examples for you to better understand the function of regexreplace. So let's begin with the first example. In this example, you can see I have a mix of digits and alphabets and I want to replace all the digits in my strings with 2026. So let's begin with using the formula and I will show you how you can use it for different types of information. So let's first press equal to sign and let's begin typing the formula regex replace. Then start the parenthesis and in the parenthesis you are supposed to give the reference of your information. So this is the first parameter. Then it requires you to enter codes. I will show you some codes in the examples and for the remaining codes you can download the file using the link I provided in the description section of this video. Here our task is to replace numbers with 2026. So for that purpose I am going to use backslash, then we will add d. This small d means anything that is a digit. As we want to make changes in the digits, so we want to avoid all the alphabet. Then I will add plus, which means any single entry that is digit must be considered. Now close the quotation marks and then replace this entry with what? I want to replace the digits with 2026. Now let me press enter. And here you can see that it has replaced all the digits with 2026. Now let's see another example. In this example, I want to remove numbers after the names. So now let's again use this function. Let me type regex replace. Within the parentheses, give the reference of the cell, add comma, then again we have to enter the code. Add square brackets and within square brackets type 0-9 without giving any space. Then close the square bracket, add quotation mark. So this is the information that we want to change. Then add comma and we want to replace it with nothing because we want to remove the numbers from our information. So I am just going to add double quotation marks without any space. Then close the parentheses and press enter. So here you can see that it has removed all the numbers that were existing with alphabets. Now let's see another example. In this example, we want to remove the alphabets and want to keep the numbers only. So let's again use this function regex replace, give the reference of this cell and now I want to remove the alphabets. For that purpose I am going to use caret sign, which means not, and then I will add 0-9 within the square brackets. This means anything that is not numbered, replace it, and we want to replace it with nothing. And then close the parentheses and press enter. Sorry, I forget to add quotation marks here. Let me add them and let's press enter. And here you can see that it has removed alphabets from our strings and returned numbers in the outcome. Now let's move towards another example. In this example, you can see I have some extra spaces between the first name and the last name. And I want to remove these extra spaces and want to replace it with single space. So again, I am going to type regex replace, start the parenthesis, give the reference of this cell, and now we want to remove the spaces. So for that purpose, use backslash, add small s, and then add plus sign. This plus sign means all the spaces. Add a single space within the quotation marks, close the parenthesis and press enter. And here you can see that it has removed all the extra spaces from your information. Here you can see that I have some special characters and I want to remove them. Add regex replace, start the parenthesis and give the reference of this cell. Now we are going to add a code here. So let's type anything that is not alphabet should be removed. Caret sign, and then I want to tell the formula that anything that is not alphabet. This means to represent alphabets, I am going to use A to Z means capital alphabet and then A to small z. So again add comma and let's replace it with single space. So add single space within the quotation marks, close the parentheses and press enter. And here you can see that it has replaced all the special characters from your information. Now, let's see another example. In this example, I want to hide the last 4 digits from my strings. For that purpose, again, let's use regexreplace, give the reference of this cell, and then we have to add the pattern. So first I want to say numbers from 0 to 9. Then it is up to you that how many numbers you want to hide. I want to hide 4 last digits, so I am going to add 4 within the curly brackets. If you want to hide more, you can change this number. And then we are going to add the dollar sign, then close the quotation mark. And then we have to tell the formula to replace this with what? We want to replace it with, let's say, 4x. Mention them within the quotation marks and close the parentheses. Press enter. Now let's see another example. In this example, I want to remove the domain names from my data. For that purpose, again, I am going to use the same function. Type regexreplace, give the reference of this cell, and again we have to give any code. So first type add and then add dot, and then I am going to type asterisk. This means anything that comes after the add symbol. We want to replace it with nothing. Close the parentheses and press enter. And here you can see that it has extracted all the information that was existing before the add symbol. Now let me show you another example. In this example, you can see we have duplicates within strings and we want to remove them. Type the formula first and then we will see that what it is actually doing. Regexreplace, give the reference of this, start the quotation marks, and first I am going to type small b, then within parentheses I am going to type w plus, and this w should come after slash. Then I am going to type space, then with backslash I am going to type 1, and again I am going to type small b. Close the parentheses and then we want to replace it with single entry. So I'm going to type $1. And let me first show you the results and then I will explain that what this formula is actually doing. So here you can see that it has removed all the duplicates from your string. Now let's understand what this code is doing. This small b basically represents boundaries of a word. Okay. This shows, for example, if I take Ali from this string, so my first word has boundary starting with A and ending with I, right? My second word also has the same boundary starting with A and ending with I. So basically, this B analyzes the boundary, okay? Then W basically represents the word. Like Ali is a one word. Similarly, Khan is one word with boundaries K and N. Here we have to tell the function where one word is ending. It will definitely end when the space arrives. So this S plus basically reflects the space. Then we have used the one number here. This one number basically represents the number of occurrences. This one number basically helps the formula to act as a counter to check for the number of occurrences for a particular word. And then in the replacement, we use $1. This means to use the entry one time only. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to discover more versatile functions like these, then don't forget to hit subscribe to my channel. This is all for today. Thank you for your time. Stay happy, stay blessed.